The following is a sponsored program. High Desert Broadcasting is not responsible for the views or claims expressed in this program.
Welcome to AVNewsCast.com on News Talk 1380.
Good morning.
Today's Friday.
Thank God.
is.
Everybody's happy.
I'm ready to sleep.
Well, I was happy until I heard the movie news.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
And can I have a little more on my headset? And
Sure
so what,
you can.
what Jeff's talking about is that it was announced that Ben Affleck will be the new Batman in
Yeah.
Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from, like, The Dark Knight, which is arguably some of the finest, at least superhero-related films ever.
Yeah. But he's not hot, that guy who did The Dark Knight, whoever he was.
No, but the films were just so
Yeah,
well
the film was
done.
good. But the
But-
reason I have this grin on my face is because Steve kind of likes it. He thought he said
I said that Ben
he was
Affleck is a hot
actor.
Exciting.
Meaning that, you know,
You don't have to
Let it flow.
You don't have to put out any meanings.
It flows
You
back
said he's a
to
hot
you.
actor. That's enough for me.
he's a good actor.
Well, you said he's hot.
No, I didn't say he's hot.
You said he's a hot actor. That's what you said.
Well, yeah.
Okay, good.
I didn't mean, yeah.
Whatever.
You spin it any way you want.
Look, I didn't spin. I didn't.
Okay.
Did I spin? I didn't change anything that you said.
That's okay. I'm not stepping in anything.
Okay.
They're gonna get Schumacher to direct it again, and it's gonna be the ice capades like those fiascos with Val Kilmer and
Oh, I love Val Kilmer.
Schwarzenegger and Jim Carrey
He's
and
hot.
that mess.
He's a hot actor
Those
too.
were terrible. Oh, it's gonna be another big, just disgusting pile of manure.
They should have whoever did Dark Rising. They should have him do it again.
I think
Because that was
everybody
really good.
tied to that particular franchise, I think, has said, okay, we've done what we set out to do. And
Oh,
we're
that's
done
a
with it.
shame because they're really good at it.
Oh, yeah, they were. But I think because of that ensemble,
Poor Steve is
behind the
all
scenes
speechless.
and-
He's
he is.
trying to
I'm not.
regurgitate
I'm
the
not.
hot actor thing.
I'm not. I was trying to figure out a way to do an easy pivot, but I can't do an
Go
easy
ahead,
pivot to another topic.
Pivot.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
it's just going to be a hard cut.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's talk about Angelina's night last night.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Now now we've talked about Paula Deen on the show many times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Angelina went shopping last night
Yeah.
and ran across
Mm-hmm.
this whole rack full of Paula Deen stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While she was out shopping.
I couldn't believe
and
it.
bought the rack.
Yeah, I didn't buy the rack, but I did buy something, and I did feel bad about it. But the thing that struck me the most is that we heard this big thing about pull all her stuff from all the stores across the nation, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden she sneaks back in.
So you're buying souvenirs?
Yeah, I bought
Right.
it. Yeah.
So what'd you pick up?
A pound cake?
Really?
Yes.
A Paula Deen pound cake.
I know. I really feel bad, and I think that I'm not going to buy anything again. I ain't going to say I'm not going to eat it because it's good. I mean, the girl can cook. But,
Put enough butter
But you
in
feel
anything,
bad
it's
because
good.
why? Because you bought something and that money is going into her pocketbook?
yeah, I do feel bad about that.
You could cook a lizard in butter and it'd be good.
Yes.
Yep.
Only to you.
Yes, that's
Well,
true.
I'm
too.
sure somewhere in the world they'd like that.
Okay.
But yeah, but like I said, the most infuriating part is that it was a huge deal. It was a bigger deal amongst the white community than it was the black. And they pulled her stuff out the store. So what happened? All of a sudden she didn't say it anymore? What happened?
But you know what? Just the other day we talked on the show. You saw a movie, and after seeing that movie,
Yes.
The Butler,
Yes.
you came onto the show and you said, maybe what you said, Steve and Jeff, was right. Maybe that
Actually,
was
I
a
don't
word.
I don't think that was
That's not
the
what
way
I
she
said.
phrased it.
Yeah.
She said it
Talking about
caused
spinning.
me to reconsider.
Talking about spinning.
Yeah, I remember how she. Yeah.
I'm paraphrasing.
Okay.
No. You're not.
Okay.
Right?
No, you're not.
No?
But I did say that I'm rethinking my position on using the word, and I've been working on it, honestly.
Because it really has no place in today's society.
Because I've been able to
Just say
appreciate...
yes.
No. Because I've been able to appreciate other people's viewpoints on it within my community and what it impacted others, and the fact that it was the last thing that a lot of people heard, and because it's still used poorly, and I mean the actor and the butler, he didn't get equal pay rate until Reagan was president, and he still had to go to the president to help him. Or it wasn't Reagan, it was somebody else.
Was it Kennedy?
Yeah, it was Kennedy.
Kennedy's the one they show in the commercial
Kennedy,
saying
yeah.
"You changed my heart" and that kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Well, okay.
I
All
haven't
right.
seen
So
the movie,
after
but I've
that,
seen the
That was
commercial
drama,
a lot
though.
of times.
You know that was drama, right?
I did watch Red Tails.
Oh,
But I haven't seen the.
You're still okay with me, honey. You didn't have to see it.
I love that movie.
Red Tails was great,
It was, yeah.
fantastic. Even though there's too much. CGI,
You should see the butler.
CGI for my.
You sit in a room
I
with
will.
me
I
all
will when
day.
it gets
You
to
should
the
see
net. I don't go to the theater. I go to the Red Box.
Okay.
I'll see it when it gets
You
there.
can go to the movies, though. You're not a pedophile.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true, but I
I'll
feel
sit
like
next
I'm
to
the
you.
victim of a pedophile at the prices they pay, they charge at the movie theater.
Going up in you, huh?
Whoo, deep. So I don't. It triggers
You're
the
not
gag
gonna- you're not
reflex. They go
stopping
so
us, huh?
deep in
You're
there.
not going to stop us?
No, yeah, we're moving, so moving on.
Okay.
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 A little business news. Microsoft announced this morning that Steve Ballmer is retiring
Oh, thank goodness.
after 33 years.
He's like the Gil Amelio of Microsoft. He's just running it into the ground.
I don't know that he's running it into the ground. I think he's done a pretty good job.
You think?
I-
They had to
I
cut.
do.
They build 30 billion Surface RT tablets. Nobody's buying them. They have to drop the price every week. It's just not well thought
Everything
out.
runs its course. Last weekend, I had to come to terms with the fact that I think that I'm going to be getting a Samsung Note 3. And I'm going to be putting my Apple phone.
Uh-oh. Oh, Shauna's got an opinion on that.
Yeah,
I
listen,
do.
It's really hard for me to say,
Problem
but I
is-
saw what it does.
The problem
And
is,
I'm like,
though, all
well,
your
I
apps
just-
you're going to have to rebuy.
Uh,
You'll have to rebuy everything.
Most of them are free on Android
well, we're going to have to check that out, though, because if that's the case,
compared to
I might have to put out the money, because I'm telling you, the phone is just so much.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, with the iPhone, it's one phone, one company, one software, and that's it. Okay, with an Android
You
phone,
can get viruses on
Okay.
Androids.
with the Android phone,
Well, this
you've
thing
got
act like it's sick
50 million different flavors of software and 50 million different phones, and they're all out of control.
And every provider puts their own crud on there. On top of
I
the
hear
Android.
you.
I know.
But when I can wave and turn it on, and
Who needs
I'm,
it?
I
I'm
don't-
watching a
It's
movie
a-
and I turn my eyes and the thing knows to pause.
And you know that's
you need that?
cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
It's just like Siri. It's cute to show your buddies a couple of times, but then you never ever use it afterwards.
I use
I don't know.
Siri a lot.
There you go.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
He needs
I
that female
actually-
touch in his life.
Whoa.
No, I'm okay.
Hi, Steve.
You know what? Yeah.
You look nice today.
How you doing?
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This
Go
is
ahead.
fun
Beat
Friday.
me up.
I love this.
I don't mind. At 8:30, we're going to have Stein Time. I'm still waiting to
Stein
find out.
time.
There you go.
I don't know what Michael, he hasn't shared it with me. It's a secret.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
people. I know.
I think there were some rogue cars already in the parking lot at Abadak this morning
I know
waiting.
for a fact there are people in Palmdale just because of that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm looking.
I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt
No,
it.
not at all.
At all. Today we're going to find out about what happens with San Diego Mayor Bob Filner.
Well, we know what
It
happened.
is
Now,
it is a bunch of boxes.
You mean how much money is involved?
well, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying there are $0 involved. And what's coming out of the camp was that it took 3 days to try to negotiate this because he mandated that he must have total indemnity against any of the
What?
lawsuits.
Are you?
I'm serious.
Oh,
Okay?
I'm going to extort you to
I'll
make sure
I'll
my
quit,
tush
but
is
only
covered.
if you promise you're not gonna bother me.
Something kind of like that.
Man. Well, I hope that wasn't worked in.
Well, we don't know. Now, a lot of people are very upset over the fact that, if he's receiving money from the city of San Diego to cover his legal costs for an act that he did, they're not happy about that.
No.
They're not. Gloria Allred
If he
would not
receives
comment on
anything
what
other
happened.
than his pink slip, I'm not
Right.
happy. Because you don't pat him on the back or pay somebody to quit when you've done something wrong. That's crazy.
Right. Gloria Allred wouldn't leak out, what happened during those 3 days of mediation. But, what, funny term?
I
Yeah,
just
okay.
saw Depends. I wonder if
Okay.
they make Depends
Yeah.
that match that red coat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But she did say that
The day she
That-
writes a book, do you understand? The stuff that she's witnessed.
Gloria?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's been around as long as rock,
Yeah.
Her
and Eisenhower.
But she did say that nothing in these 3 days of negotiations, her lawsuit is not settled. They still have one. And so that was not part and party to whatever Bob Filner is getting.
I can't imagine, out of all the women in the world that he groped and smooched and headlocked and everything, that in 3 days they could have got them all to
Oh, no.
consent to not.
No,
So
Grandma's
but-
not just taking any old thing. No. She didn't appreciate that. She's a mother, a grandmother, and a great-grandmother. You can't
Well-
just be touching on her.
We'll find out today. There weren't a ton. There was only 17 women.
That's all.
Okay?
That's all.
That we know of.
Well, that's all. He didn't even get to Tiger Woods status.
Come on.
That was 18.
Come on.
No.
Well, Grandma serves 3.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
She's a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother.
Oh, so you
There you
want that gets counted that way?
Yep. Uh-oh.
Okay.
It's a good thing we don't have video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good thing
Yeah.
that
I wouldn't have did it.
yeah. It is a good thing. Well, they're going to have a press conference today, and they're going to talk about that, and they will announce, exactly how he's leaving. But everybody is pretty firm that he is leaving.
Good.
He's gone.
Yeah, so that's it for him.
He'll hit the lecture circuit and make millions.
Terrible.
Now, if we can just get Mr. Wiener in New York to back
To
out of the
stop
race
it.
too,
To pull out.
He's a mess.
we would be good.
To pull out?
Okay, this is exactly when we're going to take a break right now. Okay, I don't know what it is with you guys today on Friday. You're listening to AVNewsCast on News Talk Radio 1380, and we'll be right back.
If you're thinking about getting your backyard in shape for entertaining, there's only one place to shop, and that's Abadak Outdoors in Palmdale. At Abadak Outdoors in Palmdale, you'll save up to 70% off retail every day at our factory warehouse showroom. Abadak has everything you need to get your backyard in shape, like 7.5-foot tall, 41,000 BTU, freestanding LPG patio heaters for just $159.99. How about a fully enclosed backyard gazebo? Fire up that barbecue and enjoy a nice meal inside one of our Mandalay, Trinidad, or Mykonos freestanding gazebos. Just $219.97 every day. If you want wholesale prices, come to Abadak Outdoors in Palmdale. How about backyard shade or car canopies? You can pick a variety of color choices starting at just $129.97. Stop by Abadak Outdoors in Palmdale. We're located at 38940 Trade Center Drive, 1 block east of 10th Street West. The Abadak Factory Showroom is open from 8 to 4 every day. That's Abadak Outdoors at 38940 Trade Center Drive in Palmdale, where you'll save up to 70% off retail every day. Check us out on the web at abadak.com or give us a call at 661-480-1562.
Remember when your neighbor found us naked in the car, and the time some outdoor action got us kicked out of the park? Getting frisky in the dark, I gave your eye a poke. I think the dog is also in the bed. Do I smell smoke? You and me, we never give up. You and me, we never give up. You and me, we never give up. You and me, we never ever give up. Getting hot and heavy with the whipped cream that we bought, and dressing in the kitchen and then getting caught. So many things can go wrong, but we still can get it right. You and me, we're not gonna give up tonight.
You didn't give up on sex, Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Visit bedsider.org to compare all the choices and put the bogus myths to bed at bedsider.org.
But we got options tonight.
Brought to you by Bedsider and the Ad Council. Bedsider.org.
From the concert hall, now into the song and dance.
Welcome back to AVNewsCast.com on News Talk 1380.
You know, it's funny. I just when we went to break, I said, you guys are turning me into, this is going into a TMZ show. Mm-hmm. And Shauna said, no, it's more like Dish Nation.
Yeah, but we're funnier than Dish Nation.
And what's funny is I get comments coming back to me on my phone that says, well, at least Jeff and Angelina aren't fighting.
Yeah. Oh!
Because it's Friday.
It's Friday. Who fights on Friday?
It's Friday, Sunday.
You see? People listen. They have comments. Mm-hmm. They have comments. They have thoughts. Last night I went to...
because, Michael Vick isn't...
That's what you called me.
Throwing a steak in the pit. And yeah. But anyway, it's Friday.
And I'm even okay with what that makes me if he's Michael Vick.
Well, it makes me
You can't say that word on
I'm
the
not
air.
going to say it. I just said
Okay.
I'm even okay with what that makes me.
Okay. It's just...
Hi.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Steve.
Last night I was at T-Knots. It was the last night.
Yeah, my mother
Last
was
night.
there with my grandkids.
I did not see them, which is too bad because they're great kids. And I like your mom, too.
Yeah.
It was packed. There were a lot of people that were there last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was packed. But they have kind of a neat thing, and they allowed residents to submit poetry. They had a contest, right? Mm-hmm. And they selected the best one. Mm-hmm. And then, in the walkway around the square there,
Yeah.
the cement walkway?
Yeah.
So what they did was they picked the winning poem, and they put it in cement.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of
How
a neat
cool is
concept.
that? I think that's neat. It's
Yeah.
there forever
Okay.
It is.
for people to enjoy.
Okay.
What makes me crazy?
You see, that didn't excite her, okay?
I
But then you
mean-
talk about Paula Dean, and she's all out of her chair.
Yeah.
No, I'm just okay.
You don't want to hear
Great.
my poetry.
Yeah, I'm just a
No.
little afraid of the poetry.
No,
I mean, I'm
not on
okay.
the air either, I don't.
No.
Oh, there's nothing dirty in it. It's
Knock it
just
off.
really strange. Oh, I
Yeah,
just-
no.
Did you
cut it
did you catch what the poem was? Can you?
You know what? I have the whole poem. It is in my car.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Well, you brought it up. You dug that hole.
Yeah, it's in the car. But
Roses
I
are
just
red,
thought...
violets are blue, Palmdale's great, I
Exactly.
love you.
Yeah.
Okay, good. There you go,
See,
Jeff.
there's a nice one.
Yeah, there you go. I just thought it was kind of a neat concept. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah.
I thought it was, myself, kind of cool. Only a couple of days left for the Antelope Valley Fair.
Yeah.
We're all going to be there tonight,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Which would be good. And it closes on Sunday.
Yep.
Sunday is the last day, right?
Yeah, that's too
Spent a
bad.
while there last night. Ran into a lot of nice folks and
Mm-hmm.
talked to folks about the show.
Oh, really?
Actually shot through a telephone a lot of snide comments at Shauna, which was nice. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like that, Sean?
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
You love the attention. There's no such thing as bad attention.
No, there's not.
Where were you, at the High Desert booth?
For a good chunk of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was hanging out in the boombox.
Did you see the stock car there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Men in their cars, man.
And the guys from Willow Springs were there?
Was Danica there?
There was a female there that I didn't recognize along with the car and the table.
That might have been Debbie Moss, who does the... she oversees the short track racing.
Okay, got it.
Okay?
Okay.
So that could have been that.
Okay, cool. So
Really?
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, though. This is going to be my first time going to the fair this year, and the kids are nice and ready.
I know why you're going, because it's monster truck night, and I'm turning you into white trash.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yep.
If, you know what...
I'm going to have you in a trailer. Oh.
Right. Barefoot and pregnant.
Yep.
With a Budweiser.
Clothes all
Yes.
out on the line.
Yes.
Tire swing.
Yep.
With rollers in my hair and fuzzy slippers.
Don't judge.
If
Okay, Shauna. Is that your weekend attire?
if somebody wants to go to the fair tonight and they don't have tickets,
Uh-huh.
we've got a listener that just put up 5 tickets.
Oh, nice.
If somebody wants to go to the fair tonight, you can go ahead and give us a call at 266-4420, and we will get you free tickets. We've only got 5. Okay?
That is a really
but
sweet
we will,
thing to do.
we
It
will
is
go ahead
very
and do
nice.
that.
That's a lot of savings. That's a family that wouldn't have been able to afford to go.
That's a hot dog now.
Yeah,
For 5.
Yeah.
With a little Coke.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Everybody
Well, that's-
take a bite.
Because, I mean, just think about it. Those You're funny. No, I'm just saying, if you have kids, the bracelets are $35. Because how do you take them and buy tickets? You never can buy enough tickets, so you might as well get the bracelet. And so that's $35 a pop. Eating has got to be at least $10, $15.
10, 15?
Isn't it?
Are you kidding me?
Is it more?
Per.
Yeah, per
I
person.
was gonna get a turkey leg
It's
last night,
$10.15 per person, right?
and I was like, "Good night."
Yeah, but did you see the size? They're like Fred Flintstone size.
I want to
Okay.
try one. Are they good, the turkey legs?
They are.
Are they tender? Like, what are they, deep fried?
No,
They
they're
got some-
smoked.
The watermelon booth next to it?
Uh,
They're smoked?
Yeah,
Really?
watermelon.
Yeah,
Where is
watermelon
that,
turkey-
Angelina?
turkey
What
legs?
are you starting here?
No, I'm not starting anything.
That's something they
You
don't
guys-
have. Deep fried watermelon. They don't have that. They have the Snickers bars and the Twinkies.
Yeah, it goes together. You're thinking something else,
I came up
Mr.
with.
Benson.
I did end
No.
up. I did end up having because I was craving meat on a stick. So I had the little teriyaki
wow.
thing,
Wow.
and they had this sauce I
Dish
couldn't
Nation.
quite place.
Wow.
Because I like to
Meat on a
reverse
stick.
engineer things food wise and try to figure out how they do it. But I came up with an
How
idea.
they do it?
Yeah.
It's food. Yeah, What's to
what
figure out?
spices,
It's
how
food.
it's cooked. No, there's a whole process. You got to rework the recipe.
Okay.
But
Really?
But they have this sauce that they're dipping in. It got me thinking about a sauce, and it sounds like it would gag you, but I think it might be good if the food is savory enough. I was thinking about getting. You might have to water it down a touch, but maraschino cherry juice and white vinegar.
Okay.
And then maybe
And do what
a
with
little bit
it?
of ground up
And
celery seed. But
What?
It's good for
drizzle
swelling.
but drizzle a little on a plate, and
Uh-huh.
if you have a savory enough, like say a very spicy beef, like a kebab kind of thing, but to wipe that, I think that would be good.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna throw out all the maraschino cherries and just use the juice,
No.
and I'm gonna give it a shot.
Juice and vinegar.
Maraschino cherry juice and vinegar. I'm gonna try it.
No.
It's gonna be good.
Wow.
She's thinking you're nuts.
Yeah, clearly.
Everybody's thinking he's nice.
She's thinking you're nuts. Okay.
Well, she's in good company.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
spent a lot of time thinking about that.
I spend a lot of time thinking about all kinds.
You do?
Yeah. That brain's always running.
You got some
Yeah. Oh,
It's-
I know
it's like
it
a
is.
toilet with a bad valve.
That's exactly it. You're right. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Some of it has come out in the show in the last couple of days,
Yeah, a whole lot.
and now we have to suppress it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Put it back down. Take your pill.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. Cindy made sure I took some this morning. I'm feeling a little loosey goosey. So
Wow.
Come on, Steve.
Really?
You got something to talk about.
What?
You got something to talk about.
I do, but I want to just let this go. I've got a lot of things, but I want to let
You
it
don't
go.
want
and
to.
just-
You don't want it to get any further past loosey goosey, really.
No, we're already just going beyond. We're right at Dish Nation right now, okay? And I'm not sure where the next one goes. There isn't another level. Okay.
I'll try to.
The next level is a piece of paper from the FCC,
I'll see if I can find that
Right.
filter.
right?
I have said no profanity, no George
No, you
Carlin
haven't.
words.
You haven't.
No,
You're good.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a couple of people out there are just,
scratching their head, and that's what I do.
Well,
They are.
like one of the people said, at least we're not fighting.
yeah,
right,
see?
right.
right.
So
And the neat thing is that soon, within a week or two, 3 weeks, whenever, people will be able to now watch the show and not
it's
only
gonna
listen
be
to us,
scary.
but they'll be able to see us. And if
They'll see
they
all the
want,
hand gestures and
yeah,
faces.
and if they're in front of a computer that's got a camera, they can also come into the show and be
Yes.
part of it. And so they can see us, and we can see them, and the whole world can
Interact
see
with
everybody.
us and
So
yell at
that's-
me for being a nut. Yep.
So
Scary.
that's going to be a lot of fun.
Say, what is the matter with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to be a first here in the Antelope Valley, which is
Yep.
going to be neat because people can jump onto the show, be a part of the show, express an opinion.
Well, that's one thing I think is nice about this show is that it inspires a community. People feel like they're part of us.
They feel like they need
And-
to call and
and-
say you're crazy.
Well, yeah, but this'll make that bond even stronger between us and our friends out there. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a great thing.
I think so too. We need to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to go with Stein Time.
Stein Time!
Okay, Jeff's all ready to
I'm
go.
working on a jingle.
He
I really am.
kills me
I'm
with
gonna
that.
have a jingle.
Wow.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Just get him a couple of pom-poms.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
just
I
get
got
some
him.
cherry juice. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he had enough, too much of that stuff already. All right, you're listening to the number one news talk on radio. You're listening to AV Newscast on News Talk Radio 1380, and we'll be right back in just a second.
It was Henry Ford that said, "A man who stops advertising to save money is like a man who stops a clock to save time." Well, if you're a business owner, you know that advertising is a critical aspect to your business. But with so many options to choose from, finding the right advertising vehicle to promote and brand your business is sometimes easier said than done. Which is why we're always asked, where do I start, or how much does it cost? Well, at High Desert Broadcasting, we realize that every business is looking for a return on their investment, which is why we specialize in helping local businesses, both large and small, that have budgets both large and small. We undoubtedly have a station that will help you reach your target demographic, a station that speaks to the diverse community represented here in the Antelope Valley. To find out how the radio stations of High Desert Broadcasting can help your business, call 947-3107. That's 947-3107. High Desert Broadcasting. We make it happen.
The 75th Diamond Anniversary Antelope Valley Fair and Alfalfa Festival has begun, and the Rally Kia Arena Events Series is back with two exciting events. The Monster Truck Show, sponsored by Career Fair Institute on Friday, August 23rd, and the Demolition Derby, sponsored by Allstate Cullen Insurance on the last day of the fair, Sunday, August 25th. Monster Trucks and Demo Derby tickets are on sale now at avfair.com. Monster Trucks and Demo Derby tickets include fair admission. There are no free grandstand seats to these events. A ticket is required. Try the new rides, play fun games, eat great food, and see the Monster X Tour Monster Truck Show on Friday, August 23rd, and the Demolition Derby on Sunday, August 25th at the AV Fair. Don't miss the giant Monster Truck Show or the crazy Smash 'em Up Demo Derby. For all fair information and to buy tickets, go to avfair.com.
Welcome back to AVNewsCast.com on News Talk 1380.
All right, you guys turned our show into something totally different, so let's get back to reality.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get Michael Stein on the phone. Michael, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
How was that last week?
You know,
Oh, my.
last week it was great, and I'll tell you, there are people in the Antelope Valley that are driving around the block on Trade Center
Oh,
Drive.
yeah. They're circling.
Like it's musical chairs because they're waiting to see what you're going to say.
What your
and I'll also
announcements are.
tell you, we
Well,
actually
I
have.
had three announcements today because I knew that we got to keep growing, right? We got to keep on building this up. But I got 5 things actually. I got 6 things.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah. Here we go. Okay, so, Sir, there's a guy named Sir out there, and am I getting the last name right? Deplicon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Definitely.
it? So Sir Deplicon. Okay, Sir. He used to work for us at Apodac, and he had. This is a good guy. He had trouble in the past with the health issues, and he's overcome them.
That's
and he calls me up. He doesn't call me. He Facebooks me a couple weeks ago and says, "You still got this that video camera? We had this like broadcast quality video camera, a Canon with changeable lenses and everything." And he says, "I want to be able to buy it from you." And I said, "Well, we were selling it for we're gonna sell it for a couple grand. I'll sell it. I was gonna sell it for on said, I'll give it to you for $1,000. And then he said, well, he started, thinking, well, maybe I'll pay it in installments. And then I saw his Facebook page, and he's running for city council in your area. And I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm both. People hate me because both sides. But
You're
he
a people.
is running for the Democratic Party, I guess, for city council.
Mm-hmm.
And I can only speak on this gentleman's integrity. And his integrity is intact. This is a great guy. He's a nice guy. He's a quality person. And I think that, whatever that people want to keep that in consideration, they should think about that. And I wanted Sir to listen to today because I would say, Sir, now that I know what you're trying to do, just come up and pick up the camera. You don't have to pay for it. So if you're listening, come on by Abadak, pick up the camera. It's yours.
Wow.
That's the first announcement. Then there was a lady on Facebook today that said, hey, I heard about your giveaway, and her name is Candy Havlick. She's like, can you donate one of those cabana canopies to the AVCOA, which is the Antelope Valley Committee of Aging. They provide food for seniors and stuff like that. I'm like, Candy, come on down to Abadak, pick up your free cabana canopy.
I know Candy. We're friends on Facebook. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, Michael's all about taking care of the hungry. If he's about anything, he's about taking care of the hungry. Because I know every Thanksgiving, I never see Steve. We've invited him over for dinner, and I can't. I'm with Michael down
at the tarp giveaway.
Yeah.
With the mayor of L.A.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the tarp giveaway for Thanksgiving's big. We love that. That's a good thing. Mm-hmm. Should we keep going?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can keep going.
Right.
And you know what? I do want to say, Sir actually came over and talked to us. He wants to come on the show, and wanted to know. He said, I know you've had a lot of city council members on there, and I know you've this and this, but I'm running, and I want to be a city councilman. Can I come on your show? And I said, absolutely. I said, that's what it's about, and everybody should have an opportunity and a chance to do whatever they want to try to accomplish. And I told him, you've got an open invitation to come on the show.
I don't think I like the way you said that, though.
Right.
Everybody should try to do it if you want to try to do it. I don't think I like the way you said it.
No, meaning that you know what? It doesn't make any difference who we've had on the show in the past. Everybody should have an opportunity to come on the show and use it as a forum and talk about whatever they want to talk about in their campaign and their views and everything else.
That's a little
so
better.
He was welcome to come on the show.
Okay.
Angelina, the show's got to be entertaining.
Yeah, no, of course it does. But just the initial way that he said it was like, come on, we'll let
She's
you come.
picking a fight with everything I say.
Well, we all love Sir, that's for sure. So
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
have him on your show.
Yeah.
So what else did you want to talk about, Michael?
We got a couple other things here.
Okay.
We are going to do once a month on Stein Time. I love when Jeffrey says Stein Time.
Stein Time!
Yeah.
Every time he says that, it gives me a little boost of energy.
Did you get my little private joke this morning on Facebook?
Yes.
Yay,
Yes, I
okay.
did.
I sent it to Steve. I said, should I send it? I've already got next week's, too. It's going to be a humdinger.
He's
oh, my God.
Michael, he actually said he's going
out
in
of control
studio
today.
and he's got to write some intro music for
I'm
Stein
going
Time.
to make a jingle. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited about you, Jeffrey.
Yay! I've got a professional voiceover artist. I'm going to work with her, and we're going to have a jingle for her.
All right.
Well, I'm flattered. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
Let's keep on giving some stuff away.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. There is, this is not a giveaway, but this is going to be something very special. Once a month on Stein Time, once a month, we're going to have a show within a show. I talked to Steve about this. It's going to be called The Experts. And basically what we're going to do is we have people that excel in their field. Friends of mine like Sean Spector, he has a company that he started. You might have heard of it called Gamefly.
Yeah.
Gamefly,
Now, Phil Spector.
the Netflix of video games. He founded that company in 2003, and he is the CEO of the company. And this guy is not only does he show you how to build a business from the ground up, and all the people that are going to be on the show are self-made, but he also is a quality person. You know, you would think like, you know, and the person is, I've been to this guy's house. He's got a mansion here in Austin. We all grew up in Encino. He lives out here in Austin now. And the guy could be a certain way, very humble, wife, kids, and also just a literal mastermind in business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gamefly is no joke.
No, this guy is no joke, smart, and just a quality person. And anybody, and you've seen his commercials on TV for Gamefly with Blake Griffin and his brand. He's built his brand into a special brand, and this guy knows what he's doing. And he's going to be on next week to start that. Oh. And it'll be like a little show within a show, and his name's Sean Spector. And then we're going to have other people like every once a month. I have friends of mine that their parents have excelled, and they have great stories. For example, Robert Tuschinski, a friend of mine, his dad, Joe Tuschinski, he brought Sony to the U.S.
Oh, wow.
He brought E.K. Murata. He named Sony Sound of New York.
Oh, that's what it is?
Huh.
That's right. And he owned Marantz. And if you guys want to look that up, his name is Joe Tuschinski, and Robert Tuschinski is his son. And he's
my first video camera was a Marantz. They had the camera, and then they had the little deal you had to went over your shoulder, and the recorder was hanging off your hip, and
nice.
I'm dating myself now.
No, that was months.
No, that was months. I'm sorry.
That was months.
I'm sorry. Disregard.
Parents had like the pianos.
I had that too.
Like,
disregard.
Yeah, stereo equipment.
Now you really
nice.
He's got some great stories on how his dad got started. And Robert's a great businessman unto himself, and he's had some very interesting things that he's doing.
Well, I'm a product of the 80s. Where would I have been without the Walkman?
That's right. I'm a product of the 80s also.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whew. A couple other good people that are going to be on this, do this once a month, is another friend that his dad, Stan Parvin, Al Parvin, his dad owned the Flamingo, the Sands, the Dunes, and all the land it lied on in the 50s and 60s.
He's got great stories, undoubtedly.
Yes, absolutely. He took over the Flamingo when Meyer Lansky basically lost his shares, and they had to hand it over. And basically, his dad attained the Flamingo to start off with because his dad was the interior designer, and back then the Flamingo had trouble, and he ended up owning the whole thing through shares. And he'll tell us a story about that. Then we have Richard Tate. Richard Tate went to high school with him. He is the founder of Cliffside in Malibu. If anybody's got chemical dependencies, this is the guy that his commercials are on TV.
Yeah.
Guy's awesome. And there's many, many other people that we're going to have on this show that they're experts at what they do. And people, when they're on their way to work...
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
It's encouraging, and this is information that these guys people can use this information. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fast, and it's going to get to the point and giving them information on what they need to know about business. And even if you want to start a business or just aspects in life, these guys are experts at what they do.
I've always wondered if it was a coincidence that there's so many of these chemical dependency treatment facilities in Malibu, and that's also where all the celebrities live. Is that is that a coincidence
or not?
I think
so. What do you think?
There's a dynamic to that.
Yeah.
You know, when your life changes so much, and Richard Tate will talk to you about this. He's written a best-selling book also, and he'll tell you that when you're a celebrity and you go from one extreme of lifestyle to another, and there's a lot of there's a responsibility there, and people say, well, I wish I had that responsibility. But what happens is there's challenges emotionally that come along with that, and he specializes in dealing with that.
And the filters are gone because you're associated with a whole lot of people that's yesing you all day. So I would imagine that, no one's going to say to you, hey, you're drinking a little bit too much. They're just going to let you go for it.
They're going to say, hey, Cato, go down and get me some.
Exactly.
That's what happened.
You didn't see no glove.
That's what happened to our friend Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think she's actually somebody that's used been at his place before.
Well, she's been in a lot of places.
Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about is the next big giveaway.
Ooh.
It's going to be much bigger.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot bigger. But there's going to be some little stipulations because I want to see how big your fan base is. I want to still don't know. I mean, because, people are driving around. I wasn't there. I want to see firsthand on how many listeners you really have there in the Antelope Valley area, Edwards Air Force Base. I want to see what you got.
Okay.
So in order to get, and this is going to be a big giveaway, and what we're going to do in this giveaway we're going to give away a much higher amount of product. And what we're going to do is we're going to join up with other businesses, all these people that I'm talking about, Gamefly and Cliffside in Malibu, and local businesses that we've dealt with in Palmdale, and all these other businesses. There's going to be dozens of businesses we're going to team up with, and they're going to be part of our giveaway. It's going to be called Abadak Gives Back, and we're going to pick out one special person. There's two giveaways we're going to do, and you're going to go on the Abadak Facebook page, and if you have somebody special that says, "Look, this person has done this. This is a special person. They need help. They're a great person." And we're going to be able. It's called Abadak Gives Back, and we're going to reward them. Not only with Abadak's going to give the most, we're going to give them some product, and it's going to be great. But then all these other companies, Vince's Pizza, if you're listening, you're going to get involved.
Yum.
Our florist there in Palmdale, you're going to get involved. Cliffside Malibu, you got somebody with chemical dependency, they're a good person. Richie Tate's going to get involved with Cliffside Malibu. Gamefly, product. All these companies are going to get together, and we're going to support the person in need that we choose on Abadak homepage, who is the right person that we feel. And we're all going to vote on it, Angelina and Steve and Jeffrey and myself, and then the people vote as well on Facebook for how many likes.
Wow.
Okay, so basically you're going to sponsor your friend, and say your friend is in need, you're going to state the case on the Abadak page.
They're going to get a truckload of stuff.
And they'll get a truckload, and maybe
Absolutely.
some help if they need it.
Yeah, it's like a gift basket, so to speak, of all these things about helping out a special person that we're all going to vote on.
Okay.
Now, the next big giveaway part, the other part of that is, what about all these other people that say, I heard that we gave away 10, but then we ended up giving 15 because there's so many people there. The next one we're going to do is going to be huge. We got to get bigger, so we're not going to announce it today, but we're going to announce it soon.
Okay.
And it's going to be a lot more product. The other companies are going to get involved. We're going to do Abadak Midnight Madness when we announce this. And Steve says, I don't know if we could do that. I'm going to get Mayor Ledford. I'm going to convince him to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to have a huge party in the parking lot, and we're going to make sure that we could stay open till midnight so people don't have to wait during work. And you have to be a fan of the Abadak fan page in order to get this product, in order to win. So if you show up there and say, hey, I'm here, we're going to look on our fan page. So wait, are you a member of the fan page? If you are, then you get the product. But that's the stipulation. So it's equal playing ground because people are in their office and they're saying, well, I can't drive over there, but they can become a fan of the Abadak fan page, and then they can show up work later, and it's going to be a lot amount of product. And let's say they get there too late, and then everybody's been given their product for the amount. Well, then they could party with us until midnight because we're going to have a band out there. We're going to have food out there. We're going to have a lot of people sponsoring this event.
That'll be
and
fun.
It's going to happen real soon.
That'll be fun.
Okay.
Sounds like a good time.
Just for the evening, just as an evening outing. Regardless if you end up getting something, that's a fun gig.
Okay, we have to set a date. Not right this second.
Oh, no, can't set a date. We can't. We're going to set a date soon. But we want people to join, and then it's going to be announced on the day. It's going to be a surprise.
Okay, well, I'm already anticipating a number of phone calls I'm going to receive today.
Oh.
Okay?
Well, I heard, do you really think people are, standing by right now, ready to go to Abadak to get some free products?
I know for a fact.
You know what? This is a funny thing, Michael, that you say that, because even in the studio right now, we actually have a rogue listener that is in the studio with us right now that was listening last week, waiting to go.
Say hello.
Okay?
Hello.
Okay? I kid you not. Okay? So we've got a listener that's off the street in the studio with us right now.
Waiting for you to make the announcement.
Yeah, she thought I was going to get some advance announcement.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. All right, so you got to be a member of the Abadak fan page. And the website's not even done yet. So you guys on the ground floor, there's only because Abadak, there's other companies. And Abadak is our incorporation name. We're expanding to a very big product base in the next month or two. So you go to Abadak, you won't even see all the product on there. September 15th is the grand opening of the Abadak official website. But you can go to the Abadak Facebook page. Mm-hmm. Through the Abadak website, you could become a fan. As long as you're a fan, you can be involved in today's giveaway, which is going to be, we're going to give away another 15 of those cabana canopies, because everybody's waiting. I know people like driving in their car right now, but I want to see how many fans we can get off of this, because it's quid pro quo, right? This is good business.
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
And you know what? It gets people in that fantastic store. If you're out there and you're listening, you haven't been in that store, you're doing yourself a disservice. I love it there.
Well, as you're talking about that, Michael, our listener here in the studio right now is on her smartphone.
Going to Abadak, right?
It's hard to get a good signal in the studio here because they've got us like covered with lead. But she's trying to get a signal to go to the Abadak fan page to like it right now because she's getting in the car and going. And she's cracking
got
up.
the keys in her hand.
Well, we're giving away the 15. Then we have the candy from the Antelope Valley Elderly Association.
Ooh.
You know, I just got look, it's interactive today, guys. We just got another Brian Semantle. Does anybody know this? He said,
you know what? I know Brian. Brian's a great guy. I saw him at the fair last week. My son is involved in Boy Scouts. Brian is a Boy Scout troop leader.
He just says, would you donate for the AV Troop 111 of Lancaster, California? We are a new troop, and Abadak is the best ever. Well, I guess that's 15 plus candy and this guy too.
Okay, right on. Brian is a great guy. He does a lot of stuff for kids, so that's really nice.
Nice.
Okay.
That's it, guys. We got a lot of stuff coming
Well,
up.
that's
So
cool.
I guess let's see what happens on the Abadak fan page now, and then we'll assess it next week, and we'll have Sean Spector from Gamefly on our experts segment.
I'm really looking forward to
I'm
that
excited about
because that's really going to be nice.
I told
And
my son about it, and he lost his mind.
Yeah, I think it's great because you're bringing on some. I mean, really, what I'm going to say is national talent. I mean, you bring in some people on that really can affect people's lives and provide them with a lot of information. I think that's really neat.
Absolutely. Once you hear these people's stories and what they've done, they have valuable lessons that anybody can learn. And I'm really excited to have all these people on the show because we're going to be able to, give a good service. It's going to be really great. They have a lot to offer. And also, I wanted to say I'm really excited about the other companies. You guys got to get the other companies in Palmdale to join us. And, give some stuff away to some people. It's good promotion for business, and it's good to help out your community. It'll bring us all together. And I really think it's important for other companies listening right now to join us on this. And when we do the Abadak Gives Back Midnight Madness event, you guys will be involved, and we should all do it together.
Cool.
I'm sure they all will, and my phone's been blowing up since you started talking about that. So I'm going to be talking to a lot of people today.
Okay.
All right.
Talk to you guys
Thanks,
next
Michael.
week.
Thanks, Michael.
You got it. Bye-bye.
All right, let's take a quick break. You're listening to AV Newscast, the #1 news talk radio program in the Antelope Valley, and we'll be right back.
There's a school in Palmdale that's become the talk of the town. It's called the Guidance Charter School, and many parents say it's magical. The Guidance Charter School is WASC certified, scored 783 in academic performance, and has an educational curriculum that exceeds what the state of California recommends. The curriculum is enriched through age-appropriate exposure for information technology, arts, foreign language such as Arabic, and physical education. The Guidance Charter School is now going to have a full CIF sports program with soccer, basketball, track, cheerleading, and more. They're an open enrollment school, publicly funded, and have been in business for 12 years, fully approved by Palmdale School District. The Guidance Charter School has small class sizes such as 20 students in grades K through 3, 25 in 4 through 8, and just 30 students in grades 9 through 12. Call the Guidance Charter School in Palmdale today at 661-272-1701. That's the Guidance Charter School in Palmdale, 661-272-1701. And check out their website at thegcs.org. A better high school choice.
Aging for Life is about you. We'll talk about news you can use, community events, seniors, families, and family members who help care for seniors. We'll talk with professionals in the healthcare industry and the senior community about senior-oriented education and issues. We'll have guests and panel discussions on topics that affect all of us, and we'll open the phones for your questions and input. Aging for Life is about you. 7:30 a.m. Wednesday, right here on News Talk 1380.
Welcome back to AVNewsCast.com on News Talk 1380.
You know what's kind of cool?
What's cool?
We've talked on the show a lot about people being approachable. Whether it's our local electeds or people in Sacramento. And then what Michael mentioned earlier, I mean, how often do you have access to the guy that founded GameFly? Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to get access like that? Okay.
That's a big deal.
Or access to, the family that had this hotel and that hotel and went through all of that in Vegas. How often do you have that? You don't.
The first
Okay?
non-gangster involved in the Flamingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going to have some stories. But not only access, I think it's important for people to be able to have the insight that they're walking around with, because oftentimes you'll hear people that have great ideas and they have no clue where to start, no clue what to do. And just their opinion and their stories will help people. And some listener is going to say, you know what, I can do with that.
That might help me. I've got 1 million inventions.
Oh, God.
No, but think about it, because, people have seen, that Facebook movie, and they understand, what Mark Zuckerberg did to launch Facebook and everything else. But there are a lot of people out there that maybe have an idea and want to launch something in the internet. And here you've got a guy that can explain exactly what he did from minute one to take a company from nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so looking
and launch it into the largest of its kind on the planet in his area. And that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's better than saying, I know a lot of you are unemployed, so I'm going to give you some advice. Go start a business.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, ouch.
Really?
Oh, ouch.
Wow.
We were friends again.
You still throwing
no,
that in their face.
We were friends again.
This is like getting to sit down, with Bill Gates and
Steve,
I mean,
Steve, you're not backing out of that.
I could if you guys would just leave me alone.
No,
okay?
no.
If you would stop.
Absolutely not. I can't
you know what?
believe you're doing that.
Well, this is a guy coming in saying, look, it's a paint by the numbers, okay? This is what I did.
Yeah,
this is why I did it.
Here's a step-by-step.
This is the research I did, and this is what you have to do, and this is how I got funded. And it's a whole different thing than just, standing and saying, go start a business, okay?
Oh, so
when you can't get a job and you have no money, I mean, how are you going to start a business?
Refresh that, huh?
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm just very excited about it because I think it's cool, okay?
Me too.
I think it's very cool, and we all know that the internet and is where everything's going.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the time to get in it and start your business before the regulations come out the yank.
Yeah, Circuit City.
Exactly
where
I've often wondered, okay, if you have this great idea, okay, in the digital world, something that could affect a lot of people, having a great idea is one thing, but being able to execute it and get it exposed,
right,
and figure out how to do all of that, that's a whole nother deal, okay? And now you'll get answers. Okay?
I personally am excited about picking his brain.
Well, I think it's just really cool because we have access to a lot of people, and this is somebody that I probably could have reached out to try to get and probably would not have been able to do it.
Oh, yeah, and door shut in your face.
So, well,
he sounds very approachable.
It might have been shut.
Honestly,
gently,
if he's a friend of Michael's, he's got to be approachable.
Yeah, but
Michael just has no pretense.
But
he
swims in circles that we could only aspire to. I mean,
Who,
Michael? Yeah.
Yeah, but he swims with the
I swim in a pretty good
people.
circle. I
You
don't
do
know about
too.
you guys.
Yeah.
You know?
too. But
I know
you
some
might
big
be in a
hitters.
puddle, but I'm in a good circle.
You swim with the political muckety mucks and stuff. He's up there with he's swimming with
he said he's up there with something else.
He's swimming with captains of industry, whereas you're swimming with important. I'm not to belittle you. Important political people. That's the difference. That's where I see the differences.
No.
But he's not going to be happy.
He didn't fix that, did he?
I can't
No,
explain
he
it
didn't.
in any way that's going to make him feel any better.
No, he just cut me off at the knees.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. That's okay. It's Friday. Go out to the Antelope Valley Fairgrounds. Tonight, we're going to all be there. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for listening and making us the #1 news talk radio program in the Antelope Valley.
The following was a sponsored program. High Desert Broadcasting is not responsible for the views or claims expressed in the previous program.